Hey, let me get that ox.
Good morning, everybody. It's Flex on Friday.
Ooh.
Okay, you know what I'm saying?
That.
Get them. You know what I'm talking about.
Good morning. I am your favorite girl in the world, Nicole Sade.
And I'm DJ I Am O'Neal, and we are the Morning Aux. Ready for y'all this morning. Getting ready for this weekend. Yeah, I'm out. Waking y'all up this morning. But look, we got a lot of things going on today. Nicole, give us the rundown.
Ooh, okay. So we got some celebrity news today.
Come on.
I hope they're ready. We have our favorite game, One Gotta Go. We're going to talk about Pride Month for sure. We can't forget about the community. PBS Kids. We got some more giveaways for y'all today. As a matter of fact, we got some more giveaways. So make sure you get plugged in and invite your friends. And we got some Father's Day stuff to talk about too. So make sure y'all stay plugged in with us. And we'll be back after this music break.
Yes, indeed. We got Primo Rice deep in my bag, and we got Suave off the leash. Yeah, we going hard this morning. So just y'all stay plugged in. We're going to come back, talk about these things that we got going on. And let's get into this music first. Yee!
All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Morning Aux. How y'all feeling this morning? We just got a few dope songs to get us started. DJ I Am O'Neal.
Here.
How you feeling today?
I'm turned. I'm turned.
You do have a lot of energy today.
Look.
And
I'm
everybody
ready.
else kind of like a little slouchy. I might need a Sprite to get up to your level.
Look, I've been drinking my water.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't have breakfast today, so I'm munching on some of them pretzels back here.
Okay.
During our breaks.
Okay.
So I'm making that work, but I'm feeling pretty good.
Okay.
Feeling really good.
So Wednesday, we call it Way Back Wednesday. What we calling our Fridays?
We flexing on them today.
Okay.
Flex on a Friday.
Flex on a Friday.
Yeah.
Y'all heard it here first. The Morning Aux, we doing flexing on Friday.
Yeah. Get
All
in.
Right. All right. So thank y'all for plugging in with us this morning. And first, we want to start off by talking about some celebrity news.
Uh-oh.
So, Antonio Brown, former NFL star, is wanted for attempted murder.
Attempted murder is wild.
Attempted
Was
murder.
it the situation that he got into the fight outside of that fight?
Yeah, outside a Miami nightclub, apparently. So there was a fight, and allegedly he pulled out a gun and shot at a man.
I seen the video.
Was he shooting at the man?
I think he was shooting in the air.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. But allegedly, the fight broke out because they were trying to steal his chain.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know who to believe. The guy who he was actually into like having a fight with, came out, told his side of the story, saying that Antonio Brown basically alluded to a lot of different things, saying that he had basically embellished the story a little bit more than what it led on to be. So I don't know.
You know, all the attorneys on social media, because we turn into investigators, we turn into all the above without a degree, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people were saying it's self-defense. He gonna beat it.
That's what
it's
it looked
okay.
like.
They just messing with him. They trying to make an example of all of our black people and everybody going to jail and all this kind of stuff. So I haven't seen the fight. But
it looks bad, but he whooping all of them. Antonio's whooping all of them.
Really?
Up until the gun situation. It's like, when he shot the gun, it's like everybody started running.
As you should.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But, like, he wasn't playing. Like, he was left hook, right hook, uppercut,
I don't think I ever want to fight an athlete. You know, when I be hearing about domestic violence, and I'm not saying it's okay, but when I be hearing about it, when these women be trying to fight these men, and then when like these athletes be out in the club and people be trying to jump them, take their chain and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't dare.
Not a football player.
Not a baseball player.
No,
I mean, imagine a baseball player throwing something at you.
I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
A pitcher
It'll come too fast for me.
A pitcher throwing a bottle that fast, they could throw like up to 90 miles an hour and probably past that.
Listen, I'm not messing with it.
I ain't got no get back on that.
I don't want nothing that bad from an athlete. Did you see when Cam Newton was fighting? I don't know if they were kids or adults, but
it was adults.
He was handling them by himself.
That's what I'm saying. That's how Antonio was out there. Like he was like,
but Cam was like not punching them. He was just like, you know what I'm saying, trying to get him off. Like I think he knew. I know what this is. I can't go to jail. I don't want to get nobody any money, but I'm gonna get you up off me.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna defend myself for sure.
Yeah. But I have to. I don't know. You know, I don't like watching fights.
You want to know something so crazy? When like I think it was like 2009 or something like that. Mm-hmm. Obviously, World Star was very popular. So we used to watch a lot of fights on YouTube and stuff. You used to record them too, then? Actually, I didn't. I didn't record a lot of fights.
Really? Yeah, I try to move away from them. I do not like fighting. I don't like watching videos of fights. It just bothers me.
Back in the day,
why y'all fighting?
It was more popular, but like now, I was like, I don't too much care for it.
Yeah.
If it pop up on my timeline and this is like it's like a fair fight, then it's all right. Let me see what's going on here.
Okay. All right. So moving on, your boy Jay Jeezy. You remember that interview he did a couple of years ago with Nia Long?
Wait, right? You said Jay Jeezy?
Yeah.
Who is Jay Jeezy?
His real name is Jay, but we call him Jeezy.
Young Jeezy. Okay, cool. I didn't know his real name was Jay.
Yeah.
Come on, real names.
Y'all didn't know that?
She dropping real names out here.
Okay, my bad. Young Jeezy.
And your boy
The Soul Survivor. The Soul Survivor. We're going to talk about him. So I remember the interview he did a couple of years ago with Nia Long, like, you know, when he was going through the divorce with his ex-wife, Jeannie Mai. And, you know, a lot of people's like, okay, he kind of flirting with Nia Long, like he trying to shoot his shot. So he did an interview with the Breakfast Club yesterday. And he basically admitted, yeah, I was.
I don't blame him.
Really?
Oh, no.
Do we want to see Jeezy and Nia Long together as a couple?
If it happens, they're adults. You know what I'm saying? Like, but from what he also said, he was saying that he also likes his freedom right now. He's been enjoying it, which honestly, after all of what he's been through, totally understand. But
you think he should have married her?
I don't know. That ain't for me to, to determine. But given the backlash, probably not. Probably not.
Oh, the blacks was bad.
The what? The blacks. Oh, yeah.
The black women.
Yeah.
They were pissed.
Yeah.
Because why would you do that?
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that bothers me too, but we ain't gonna talk about it.
I mean, we don't have to, but I mean, if we talking about it right now, but like if we getting on the type, if he go into dating Nia Long, that's all cool. Like I wouldn't mind saying that. See what that turned into, because her situation.
Similar.
It
wasn't similar.
Not similar, but it was bad.
They were going through it at the same time.
It was bad.
And you know what? Let's talk about that for a minute. I cannot stand when black men embarrass our black women. We have never heard of Nia Long being in any type of scandals, no relationship issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've known her to be like this amazing actress, beautiful, black don't crack.
Yeah.
And here he go.
It happens.
Cheating with a white woman.
And that's worse. Like, you on camera and everything.
So you gonna embarrass my family like that? Yes, I'm taking you for everything you got.
Might as well.
Cause why would you do that, sir?
Hey, look.
You know what? A lot of these men need to have conversations. You know who they need to have conversations with?
Who, Dr. Umar?
They mamas.
Okay.
And him.
And okay.
Dr. Phil too, maybe. Ayana. That's what they need to talk to.
I'll take her over Dr. Phil right now.
Yeah.
Given the fact that
Ayana gonna have him digging up dirt outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like boot camp.
Yeah. Throw Steve Harvey in there too.
You think he need to go see her? Oh, you think
I'm talking about in that conversation with the guys?
No, because he said, "Act like a woman, think like a man." But
yeah, but he got enough sense to not go do nothing stupid. So, as far as I know, like, as long as I've been knowing, I mean, obviously he has a background, but you know, as far as like dating,
we need to talk to Cat Williams about that.
All right, Cat Williams a hero too. Get Steve and Cat Williams in the same room. Ooh.
Can we make that happen? Production.
Get Cat Williams and Steve Harvey in the same room.
Yeah.
Bruh, we get that on the Morning Aux. Come on.
You never know.
Come on.
We're going to break a record.
Boy, that'll go viral for real.
Moving on. Deb's house. You ever watched Deb's house before?
Deb's house?
Yeah. You know who Deb is? Waka Flocka Mama.
I didn't watch the show, but I know who she is.
Okay, so she has a show on All Black. Okay. And I watched it last season. It was pretty cool. So basically, she moved in a bunch of young women into this big mansion, and they all were trying to like chase this rap career. Okay. So they had different people that work in the industry on the show that was trying to, you know, like navigate them, give them advice and stuff like that. So it's like they had to battle for a spot, and you got eliminated every week, basically.
So it's making a band.
Almost like it. Almost like it. It was pretty cool. Okay. So season 2 is back, and she got some new faces on there when it comes to judges. And you ain't gonna guess who's gonna be on the show this time. I mean, I know you didn't see it last time, but when it comes to Deb and the people that she's connected
Gucci
to,
Mane on there?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
But her son is
Waka Flocka.
Waka Flocka is on there. They're gonna have Kiki Wyatt and Lily Lyons from SWV.
Kiki Wyatt? Judging a rap?
No, so they're going to be singers this time. Yeah.
Okay.
According to the reports, it's going to be singers this time. Okay. Now, Waka Flocka, he don't sing. I don't get that part, but that's her son. He can do whatever he want. He probably need money. Maybe he probably just need money too.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I don't know. He's trying to get himself back in the limelight any way he can.
Yep. So,
yeah.
Moving on.
Okay.
To our next African American person. You remember when we used to whip in Nene back in the day?
Yes.
So, Silento, that was the guy that made the song.
Yeah.
He is sentenced to 30 years in prison for murdering his cousin.
Okay. How old is he right now?
That's
is he like 20-something?
Yes, he is.
He gonna get it. If he get out on good behavior, he's
let's see how old he is. He's 27. Mm-hmm. So he did plead guilty to doing it, but he also mentioned that he was mentally ill. I mean, so it was voluntary manslaughter. He did plead guilty to voluntary manslaughter, aggravated assault, possession of firearm. Yeah.
30 years.
Mm-hmm. But he had legal issues before that, though, which I didn't know about.
Yeah.
So apparently in 2020, he was charged for a felony assault after allegedly walking into a stranger's Los Angeles house and attempting to attack two people with a hatchet.
A hatchet?
Mm-hmm. But he has admitted and been open to having mental health issues.
Jeez. And
he told doctors in 2019 that he suffered from depression while fighting demons.
Well, hey, my boy, look, hold your head.
And we have a quote from him. He said, depression doesn't leave you when you become famous. It just adds more pressure. And while everybody looks at you, they're also judging you. I don't know if I can truly be happy. I don't know if these demons will ever go away. Demons are real. Depression is real.
Both of them are real.
Mm-hmm.
But
and there's some people out here fighting for their life.
For sure. I definitely say seek the man that created you, which is God.
But some people don't go that way.
No, they don't. But
then when they do, they don't get. I think people look for immediate results, but sometimes people don't know God's voice either.
Right. That's what I was going to get into. Like people don't know that. They don't have discernment. They don't know what to do in those type of times. And so like since him having the time now to get himself together, I would definitely seek trying to get my life, the remainder of my life,
Well, normally
together.
That's what most people do when they go to jail. Like somehow they become Muslim or they they find God and they get into these different programs, which is good for them. But my thing is, don't do it just because you're in that situation at the moment. Because if you get let free or somehow, some way, are you going to go back to your old ways? Or did you truly find God?
That's a good question.
I just hope his experience in prison is not as bad. Social media had a lot to say, like, oh, see, he about to be somebody's nay-nay.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not
I don't
funny.
like when people like take those situations and they kind of like judge it and run with it, whatever they gonna say, make jokes out of it. Like, if it was your life in jeopardy right now, like, you wouldn't be saying all that. Like, you wouldn't be wanting people to be speaking on things like that. So, like, I think people should really chill out on stuff like that, because it's a hard situation to deal with. You in a prison for 30 years. That ain't no small time.
No, 30 years? No, it's not.
So, yeah, I would definitely advise people to not be so judgmental towards others in these particular times. Now, I don't agree with what he did at all. However, it's just like, you got to be sensitive to what's going on. Definitely be sensitive to what's going on, because you just never know when it'll be your day. We've all seen, some of us have seen straw. So
yeah, we have.
Or given the fact that Luigi did what he did, he's on trial.
Who is Luigi?
Right now, for the guy that killed the insurance dude.
Oh, I thought you was talking about like from Mario.
Nah.
Oh, okay. I like that game.
Some of us thought it was a game.
Okay.
So.
Well, that's all I have for celebrity news. Okay. I do want to take this chance to shout out to the people that's in the chat saying good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Make sure you are plugged in for the rest of the show, and also make sure you get other people plugged in. So we would really appreciate it if you would send our YouTube link to your friends and your family. Tell them to get plugged in to the Morning Aux, powered by RJV Media. And then we also need to shout out RJV Brands. I think we have on one today. Look at the shirt, y'all. Do y'all see the shirt? Y'all see the shirt? Okay. Oh.
Welcome to the gas world. Hey, and it's hard. It's like a holographic situation.
Yeah, I
know. Going on
we have to turn around and show it to them at some point. Not right now.
Yeah.
I don't want to get up right
it's
now.
It's your first now.
If I get up right now, I ain't going to sit back down. If I don't sit back down, I'm going to be turned.
Okay.
They ain't ready.
If you get there, I guess we just going to be there.
They ain't ready.
They ain't ready? Say no more.
Not right now.
Say no more. Big homie Pitts, what's up, man?
Let's see who's in the chat. I want to get some shout outs.
We got Taylor B up in here. Beverly.
Hi, Taylor.
Good morning.
Who else
Of course, Mama Daniel in here.
Late for work, per usual. Okay, Beverly Anderson. Good morning. Good morning. Pops in the building. Good morning.
Come on, up. Good morning, y'all.
All right. So we're moving on. What you got for us?
Okay. In recent news,
we
found out about the PBS funding being cut. Yeah, sucks.
So what does that mean? Like, what does it look like?
Well, it looks like a lot of kids who are underprivileged and they don't necessarily have, like, the mama and daddy don't have the fund, or if the dad is there, they don't have the, necessary funds to, create for them to have a great education. Because, some kids utilize that as an after school program. And, some schools don't provide that.
Right.
Given the fact that we're, cutting funding, for education, what does that look like for the future kids? You know what I mean? So, like, that has me thinking, because I want to be a father. That has me thinking, like, what would that look like?
For your child, your children.
Yeah. What would that look like? Because, like, they're trying to erase Black history, for one. The true history. So that's what we're going to be teaching our kids when the time is right, because they're not going to have it in the history books.
Okay.
So just want to see, from your perspective, what that, how do you feel about that?
I don't know how to feel about it because if you think about the generation that's currently here now and PBS was still around, were they utilizing it?
I was.
Not our generation, after us.
Okay.
So was it really beneficial?
I would.
For the next generations? I mean, I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it's not. I just want to know what your opinion is.
I mean, I haven't been around a lot of younger kids to determine that here recently. But to know that it's disappearing because like Sesame Street was a part of that, you know, Arthur, you know, all these different shows that kind of like taught you how to maneuver as a child.
Right.
That's being removed and replaced with, you know, we talked about the other day, replaced with all these different cartoons that are more so closer to the adult spectrum.
Yeah,
and so, like,
I thought the kids was our future, y'all.
Right.
What happened to that?
Right.
What happened to No Child Left Behind?
They don't want it. They don't care about that, especially if it's for, you know, brown, anything melanin or brown people or any kind of minority. They don't really care, you know, about that. And so, you know, that's what we're dealing with.
So, Chad, I think based off what I can see, most of y'all have a child or children. So let us know in the chat how you feel about it. How you feel about the education funds being cut and, you know, PBS leaving and all this kind of stuff. Like, we want to know your thoughts.
Now, I can say this. It's just the House that approved it. So I know they got to go through, I think it's the Senate for it to completely go away. So I don't know what we can do to see how that could, if we could vote or see what we can do to prevent it from completely going away, because PBS, as a child, for me, I know it helped me, you know, a lot. You know, watching this.
Because I don't know about you, but I know for me, in elementary school, that was the first thing we watched.
Of course.
Like, right after breakfast, during breakfast or whatever, like, they roll in a big TV with the back and on the little cart, and we were watching PBS. And then you were also watching it, like, right before your parents picked you up. So I would say, like, right before school actually got out, we were watching PBS. Yeah.
You had Barney, Zoom, Spoonful, Between the Lines.
That's your favorite.
Yeah, I'm coming back on them. We had all these different type of shows that, you know, I would say cater to, you know, me growing up.
Okay.
So, and then my cousins as well. So, like, you know, and my sisters too. So, like, you know, I just want to be able to say, it's definitely something that we have to see about getting and keeping. You know what I'm saying, or see what ways that we can, you know, help these kids in some sort of way, because
so as Black people, do we start back going into the schools?
I say yes.
Volunteering?
I say definitely yes.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Do we have time?
We got 1 minute.
1 minute. Okay, well, yeah, I'm going to go into it right quick.
Okay.
So I did want to talk about Pride Month. Okay. And I didn't want to get into it this soon. But I do want to ask you, a couple of years ago, they were trying to pass this bill for, I guess, like, drags to not go into the school system to, like, read to the students and interact with the students. I can't remember if the bill was passed or not, but it had that community in an uproar. So what are your thoughts on that?
On
drags going into schools and reading to children?
Honestly, I think it sends a different message to the kids.
Wrong message? A good message or a bad message?
I don't think it sends a good message.
Okay.
Even RuPaul has enough respect to not go in there like that.
Okay.
And he's one of the biggest drag queens ever.
Yeah.
So I think it's just like a time and a place. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely think it's a time and a place for that to go on.
Right.
Like, I'm not saying don't do what you do in your own time. I'm not saying that at all, but definitely think about the kids.
Right.
Because they are impressionable. Their minds are like sponges. So if they take in the fact that it's a guy in here with a beard, with a wig, and a lot of makeup.
It raises a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Like, me personally, I didn't agree with it, and a few people were like on my case about it. And I was like, I'm not a parent, but if I was, I would want to protect my child from a lot of things as much as possible. Although they're going to experience some stuff without me, they may sneak off and do some stuff without me, but I'm not going to give you permission to allow that for my child.
Yeah.
And if I find out, I'm taking my child out of this school, because don't do that. I want to be the one to expose them to certain things, even though I'm not, again, but let their mind stay innocent for as long as possible. If my son come home at 4 or 5 years old and asking me, can I paint my nails pink? No, you cannot.
And then we got to
Can I wear a dress?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Okay. So let's put a pin in this.
Okay.
Good conversation to actually segue. So we're going to play Jay Broder, 8 a.m. in Indianapolis, and then we're going to get into another Suave and Nason, which is Proof's son from Detroit, Elroy. We're going to get into these two, and then we'll come on back, y'all. Stay plugged in, y'all. Yeah, dogging, man. Look, them boys talking that talk, man. You got Jay Broder, 8 a.m. in Indianapolis, and then you have Suave, and I hope I'm saying that boy name right, and the son, which is Proof's son, that hung out with Eminem. That's his son. With Elroy. Yeah, get into it. Y'all go tap into that. But before we left out, I'm being rude. I was over here eating my pretzels.
Yeah, we over here munching, y'all.
Man, we didn't eat breakfast this morning.
Right.
We were talking about drag, going into education systems, and going into schools, basically. We was asking if that was an appropriate situation. And then we was also talking about just education and period. And so read some of the comments that's going on right here. Candace Green, she said, don't have a child. However, I grew up on PBS Kids, so it's truly a shame to even see its removal get this far in the legislation process. We didn't have cable, so it was accessible for everyone.
That's true.
Which is very true. That's why I said it's for those kids that are at home, you know what I'm saying? Maybe your mom or dad is kind of like,
mom and dad don't have a babysitter, so you got to watch yourself, watch PBS.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to tune in, stay locked into your education, you know what I'm saying? See what ways that you can, become better.
Yeah.
Sesame Street aided to a lot of that. So.
Yeah. We had another comment from Taylor. She said, I grew up watching PBS Kids. I've always believed that education starts at home. But now it will heavily rely on us to be the foundation of our children's education. And that I fully agree with.
Yep.
I fully agree with that. I do think that it starts at home. It's only so much pressure that we can put on teachers at school and, these different things that are aired on TV to help our kids, because clearly it's moving away. And then if you also look at the content at what's being produced, it kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier. I feel like they're forcing the LGBTQ community on children. They are forcing that. And even in cartoons, and I'm like, this don't even make sense. At this point, they might as well watch all the Queensmen or, the shows that we're watching.
Yeah.
So, I fully agree with that. I think we do have to figure out, like, let's go back to flashcards. Let's start back making those. I have a friend that have created like a card game and stuff like that, and maybe we have to be like, hey, we need something for children, because you have to just start back teaching at home. And that goes back to like not fully dependent on the schools. We have to have that foundation at home. Like, imagine a lot of the kids that only knew their teachers and don't know their parents.
I know a lot of situations like that actually exist.
Yeah. It's like the school is the babysitter. You know what I'm saying? And then when you come home, you home alone and you're not getting assistance with homework.
Yeah.
So again, I think people just came away from the foundation need to be set at the house.
Honestly, yeah. Like it definitely starts at the house with not just the education part, but instilling integrity, instilling morals.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the kids,
because the teacher can only do so much.
Exactly. And you want to make it easier for the teacher.
Right.
So
right.
like I understand that, you know, some kids have a very tough upbringing because of the parents and, you know, the relationship that the parents do have, and it's very unfortunate that some kids have to hear their parents arguing at night or seeing their dad beat on their mom, or, you know, or each of them, you know, deciding to cheat on each other, and they, you know, lashing out on each other, speaking openly about it in front of the kids. And it's just so much that I feel like as parents, they definitely have to make sure that the kids have some sort of, you know, it's got to be a boundary set.
Yeah.
In a sense, but you have to instill like some sort of integrity and morals and values towards them, because they don't do that anymore.
No,
kids are doing whatever.
Yeah, they raising themselves. Parents are more like friends now.
Yeah,
they drinking together, they smoking together, they in the club together, all that. Well, the older ones, not the little ones, not the young, not the babies. I hope not the babies.
Not the babies.
I don't know.
But like I said, every child is,
the upbringing is different.
Yeah, they are impressionable. So if you know, see what's going on in the world, and you like, all right, well, let me teach my child this because I got to have them prepared.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know what's going to happen after Buddy for 4 years. You know what I'm saying? We have to take all of this in consideration, because like it's setting an uproar within the first 6 months. So you got to think about that.
Yep. I did want to go back to Pride Month. So, you know, these last few years during this time, we see a lot of rainbow stuff. You go in every store, you might see T-shirts, mugs, flags, all kind of stuff. They have parades. It'd be a lot going on.
Yeah.
I think that's where that community can just be free for the whole month.
Yeah.
This year, not quite. It has shifted tremendously.
Why so?
And because a lot of companies are treading lightly because of the tariffs and Trump. You know, he's trying to remove a whole lot of stuff. So you're gonna go into like a lot of locations and you may see very little Pride stuff.
Yeah.
So they're trying to stay in, you know, Trump's good graces. However, Target and Bud Light, they're ready for the backlash. Our favorite store, Target.
That ain't my favorite store.
If you go into you know you shop at Target.
I don't shop at. I ain't shopped at
and
Target.
You drink Bud Light.
I don't drink beer. So yeah, put that out there. I don't drink. Where my camera at?
Yeah,
I don't drink beer.
For 75 days, you don't drink beer. But other than that, you drink beer.
I've sipped a beer,
you
and
out
I
there with
know
the Mexicans.
No, you are wild. I've never drank a beer in my entire life. Like I look at it and I be like, oh, this is a bottle or a can of piss.
Can of piss.
Yeah, I don't like it.
You know what? I don't like beer, but I've tasted some. I like flavor beer. You know, I like the taste. And recently, I went to this bar in Avondale, and they have a Skittles flavor.
A Skittles flavor?
Skittles flavored beer.
I say the closest me getting to a beer is like a Red Apple's Ale or.
So he drinks beer, right?
A Mike Hard Lemonade.
He drinks beer.
That's not necessarily a beer. That's like a. Is it a beer? What? It's a Red Apple's Ale. It's not. They said it's not a beer. But yeah, it's like it's basically like a seltzer, if anything. Yeah.
Beer.
Man, get up.
Seltzer's beer.
Get back.
You drink White Claw?
No. I know what it is.
You answered that too fast.
No.
I don't believe it.
I know what it is. They serve it at the weddings that I be at.
Anybody that drink White Claw?
And if you're getting married this season, hit your boy up.
Okay. I like how you plugged it in there. Yeah. Okay, if you drink White Claw, you don't care about life and you are a real criminal. That will have you on your ass. Literally. If I take a sip, my head hurt immediately. So I just leave it alone.
You just leave it alone?
I just leave it alone. So, To the people in the chat, let us know. Let us know. Let us know.
He drinks beer. Know. It is a beer.
Stop it. Get some help.
Good morning to Sonna Lewis. Good morning, Big Homie Pigs. And yes, our boy drinks beer. He trying to put on this morning.
I swear I don't drink
and act
beer.
like he don't drink beer. He is a beer drinker.
If I'm gonna drink something, it's gonna be some whiskey. It's gonna be some bourbon.
I'm gonna catch him slipping one day, y'all.
Come on.
I'm gonna record him and post it, and y'all gonna see it.
Come on, do what you gotta do.
Okay. I got it. All right, so we can move on. Shout out to the people in that community. Yeah.
Happy Pride Month to y'all, man.
Happy Pride Month. Wear your colors, your flags.
But you know what they reminded me of?
What?
Would
you wear a never mind, go ahead.
I'm good. So you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me.
What's wrong with it?
Nothing. To each his own.
Why you wouldn't wear it?
It's not my forte.
If that you don't have to be. You don't mean you're a part of the community, but you can just.
No, I'm just saying, like,
if it's the only shirt that you have, everything is dirty. Like you don't have nothing else. You want to put on a shirt with a little small rainbow symbol at the top.
Shirtless it is.
You just gonna not wear a shirt.
I'm getting this bottle right.
You can't walk around without a shirt on.
Who told you that?
You just can't be out here without a shirt. You got a job interview. You got to come to work. You got to come to the Morning Aux. You just not going to wear that shirt. Small symbol.
GASWRLD.
Small symbol.
GASWRLD. RJV going to have me right.
They ain't got no shirts.
They got a lot of them.
No, I'm saying they don't have
any
shirts.
Oh, you talking about like if they rent out?
Yeah, like they don't have anything.
I'm going to throw a jacket on.
They don't have anything.
No, I'm saying like if all my clothes are dirty.
You don't have anything. All you have is
well,
that
first
shirt.
of all my clothes shouldn't be dirty.
Well, you don't have no clothes.
I ain't got no clothes. Yeah. Dang. I don't like this scenario.
Okay. I'm just wondering. Don't be like that.
But no, I said that, like I said, more power to him. But this remind me of the show. So it was a show called The Get Down. I don't know if you ever seen it. It was on Netflix. Still on Netflix. It's part of their lineup. But it reminded me of when a lot of people in the LGBTQ community, and it's a lot more letters.
Yeah, I was about to say you left some letters.
Yeah, but that's all I know.
Okay.
But they had to basically hide and have these certain speakeasy parties and things like that.
Speakeasy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they had to have like all of these secretive parties to where disco was actually born, all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of begs the question is if that's what we're going back to when it comes to that community. That they have to go back into, not necessarily hiding because obviously it's a loud community, but it kind of begs the question if that's what they're trying to do, like shun them in a sense.
I got this wild story. I didn't want to stay on this for a long time, but I got to tell this story right quick before we move on. So speaking of that community, right? Some years ago, I was working for a local newspaper here, and I was sent on an assignment. I was sent on some crazy assignments, but this one, I never shied away from assignments that was challenging. I like a challenge, and I love to be knowledgeable in areas that I'm not necessarily a part of, but just being in the know is important. So I was sent on an assignment, and I had to cover a new resource center that was opening up for the LGBTQ community. And while I was interviewing the owner, which was a transgender, she listen, see, look at you.
No, I'm saying okay.
So she was married, and while we were in the process of doing the interview, her husband was walking back and forth.
Okay.
And she was like, "Yeah, that's my husband," but I never actually met him. He never came in. And so
is he pacing because he on the phone?
No, he was just. They were opening up a new center, so they moving stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like move stuff around, unpacking and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So she was like, "Yeah, that's my husband." So later on in the interview, she was like, "Yeah, we're preparing to have a baby, like get pregnant, start a family and all this kind of stuff." And I was like, "Okay." I ain't asked some questions. Usually, me, like I have questions. I want to know but I was just like, this is probably not the time and place. Like, and then I don't want to sound ignorant. So I went back to my office, And I was telling my boss about it. And I was like, yeah, they planning to have a baby and stuff like that, but I'm just confused on how. And so he was like, just because somebody say the sky's blue, that don't mean the sky's blue. It could be green or it could be this and that. So what I'm telling you is they can't have a baby, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, you stupid, but okay. Because this lady just clearly told me that they're planning for a family. Yeah. So, remember I told you one of my close friends, Willie, he's gay. Okay. I was telling you I know a lot of Willies. Right. That's gay. So, I was telling him about it, and he was like, oh, yeah. And I was like, oh, yeah. Like, he was like, yeah, it's normal, So I was like, can you make this make sense for me? Because this is a transgender. I know it's supposed to be a woman. However, I do know that he was born a man. Yeah. So how does that work? He can't carry a baby. And he was like, yeah, the husband is going to carry. And I was like, huh? Hello? That was my face and that was my expression. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, oh, because I remember asking another friend of mine, I was like, what does transmasculine mean? Transmasculine means a female that wants to be a man, a stud, kind of, basically. Yeah. So he was like, yeah, the husband is going to carry. I was like, excuse me? He was like, oh, the husband is actually a woman.
What?
I said, huh?
So these like...
So I thought about it. And I was like, you know what? I did see the husband. I did see the bill. Husband got a nice ass. I mean, ass sitting like mine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But the breast was flat. I think she probably was like taped down or either had them removed or something like that. But, so yeah, the husband is actually a woman. So this is backwards. It's crazy.
Is this technically a straight relationship?
You would think so. However, but we ain't gonna get into that because I don't want them to.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, that was something new that I learned about their community. But we can move on.
That's a lot
swiftly.
That is a lot to unpack there.
Expeditiously. So we have some giveaways. Giveaways.
Come on.
For the holidays.
Drop one of Clues bombs for that.
So we've been doing giveaways all week, y'all. So we want to give away some more today. And shout out to our winners on Wednesday.
Come on.
Yeah, we want to see y'all in that gear too. Make sure you wear it and you tag us.
Yeah. Okay?
Put your gear on. You ain't winning nothing else.
Put your gear on. Or we're coming to your house.
So if you tune in right now, you're plugged in with us. We want to give away some more stuff today.
Come on.
But here are the rules. You must tag 4 people on our Instagram. So if you don't know our Instagram and you're not following us, it's Morning Aux Live. Okay? And you have to share our logo on your story and tag Morning Aux Live.
Okay? You heard the lady. Mm-hmm. Get to it.
Do I need to repeat myself?
You might need to. They ain't hear you this morning.
Alrighty. Go to our Instagram. If you're not following us already, follow us now at Morning Aux Live. Tag 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people.
Okay.
And share our logo on your story and tag us.
Tasana says she don't have Instagram. So look, we do have a Facebook. Same letters on our Instagram, Morning Aux Live. Go on the Morning Aux Live Facebook.
Because you got Facebook, Tasana.
Get on there. Mm-hmm. Go to there. Tag 4 people. Let them know they need to be plugged in.
Yeah. Because y'all ain't got no morning show like this. You know you don't have a morning show like this.
Come on.
If you do, point them out.
Point them out.
Show me.
Show us.
Because who better?
Trying to see.
For us.
By us.
Hello.
Trying to tell you now. Drop one Clues bomb for that.
We need that.
Okay. Well, we are going to take another break. We're going to get into a mix.
Oh, it's mix time?
It's mix time.
This is probably my favorite time of the show, man.
Come on.
You be turned. And then it's Friday.
It's Flex on a Friday.
Oh.
I got a little something for you.
Oh.
We're going to get in there.
Okay.
Got a few edits. Got a few mashups that I'm going to make.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to get to it now. Like, if y'all ready to get that money, or if you already got paid, I got paid.
You got paid?
The Lord is good.
Oh, man.
Come on.
I need to check my account.
Ding.
Oh,
update.
Was that it?
Update. Come on, Lord.
Hey, y'all,
Look,
send this YouTube link out right now to your friends and your family because we about to mix and it's live and it's going to be on point. All right, welcome back to the Morning Aux. How y'all feeling? This is what kind of Friday? Ooh.
I was trying to get my chair right. It wouldn't get over there, little home. I'm over here loud.
Breathe.
Hey, yo.
Breathe. Okay. What kind of Friday is it?
It's Flex on Friday.
You think you just flexed on us with that mix?
I think I did a little song.
Okay.
What y'all think?
Chat, let us know what y'all think about the mix. Did he flex on us this morning? How y'all feeling? Did y'all like the music? As a matter of fact, we're gonna do the scale.
Okay.
1 through 10.
1 through 10.
Let us know. I mean, we got a lot of emojis in the chat. You see these emojis, my
I see
boy?
a lot of salsa.
Okay.
Salsa ladies in there.
They got the lit
Fire
emoji. Okay.
Mama Daniel shooting the bomb. Got a little pow.
Yeah, she's shooting at us.
I don't know if should we take how?
I don't know how to take that.
Okay.
We're going to take it as she liked the mix.
Yeah.
We're going to take it as she's over there dancing.
You know what?
She having a time.
She said 10.
Okay.
Boom.
We appreciate the 10, mama.
Gonna roll with that.
All right. Well, thank y'all for staying plugged in with us after that amazing mix. We got some more.
Come on.
So don't leave.
Stay in the mix.
Today is a good day to be late for work or don't go at all.
Okay.
It's Friday. They got paid anyway.
You might as well.
Yeah. Everybody except Candace. Candace is the only one that ain't got paid. She said she get paid once a month.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Candace.
Yeah. Well,
stretch it out.
Yeah, you gotta stretch that money out, girl.
You might have to.
If you're on a salary, it won't hurt if you call off today.
You might have to break the pot up. Whip the bowl.
Was she gonna make some cookies?
That's up to her. I don't know what she gonna do in her kitchen, but she made her make it work.
Oh, Jesus.
Look.
We want her to have a free Friday,
Good
not
Lord.
go to jail Friday. Okay?
No, she be all right.
We want her to stay out.
She be all right.
Oh, you most gonna go and bill out.
We're gonna start a GoFundMe.
Leave me out of this because I didn't recommend getting in the kitchen and whipping.
You know what? I'm gonna put my last $2 in there.
That's all you got?
My last $2.
You see, Candace, he ain't no good. He just got paid today and he talking about he only got $2. He too happy on this Friday for just $2.
Come on, the Lord is good.
Anyway, all right, so we showed y'all our gear for today. Look at what we rocking. This is GASWRLD Supply Company. You know what I'm saying? So we want you to tap in with the movement. It is powered by RJV Media. So it is one of the brands here. So we would like for you to do us a favor.
Come on.
If you like this shirt, we want to see the fire emojis. What you think about that? Put the fire emojis in the chat.
Put the fire emojis in the chat.
If we get enough fire emojis, we'll tell you how you could get your hands on this good merch.
Come on.
We didn't say this is what you was winning today.
No, we ain't say that.
We didn't say that.
We ain't say that.
But we'll let you know how you can get your hands on it. Because this brand has exclusive collections. They didn't tell us that.
Oh. Yeah,
they got some exclusive collections. So
Candace says she'll take 2. She'll take it 2.
She'll take 2 what?
I don't know. Candace, what you mean? Why she get that together?
She probably saying she'll take your $2.
Oh.
You owe my girl $2. Candace, put your cash up in the chat.
My last $2. All right, so we have a question.
Okay.
That the producers put in here.
Okay.
Which culture icons still deserve a proper biopic?
You wanna fight me today or not today? No. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
A legit, good, real biopic. Diddy.
I want to see the background of that.
Uncut, unfiltered.
Yeah. See how that led?
But the truth has to be told.
Yeah.
Because if you kill Tupac and Biggie, I want to see it in the movie.
Yeah. I want to see everything.
And if you're having sex with men's, I don't want to see that.
Oh my God.
But y'all know how to let us know what y'all trying to say. And you better have Meek Mill in there.
Oh my God.
Who you got?
Yeah, dog.
Can y'all breathe?
I wanna say a group.
Okay.
Earth,
Wind, and Fire.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
The Gap Band.
Ooh, you know where I'm at?
Ooh.
The Gap Band. I don't know. We've had
Isley
some
Brothers.
Yes.
Footsteps in the Dog.
Come on. I want them to have one too. If I would say an individual.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be a music biopic, but I do want to see. I was just about to say Shaquille O'Neal be a good one.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan be a good one.
Mm-hmm. No, y'all don't want to see Michael Jordan?
LeBron James.
Not right now. Not right now. Not right now. Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman?
Mm-hmm.
I'll watch that.
Yeah, me too.
I would watch that.
Mm-hmm.
Because that man, he actually married himself.
You know what? That's not a bad idea.
When in doubt, love yourself.
Hello.
Come on.
You know, a lot of people thought he was gay.
He didn't make it easy for us not to believe it.
That dress era was crazy.
Yeah, which helped usher in Young Thug and, a lot of today's guys.
Okay, now that's different.
How? How is it different?
But I feel like back in the day, they got away with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, of course.
But Young Thug,
not different.
I think it's different in his own little way. But we don't have to get into it, though, because I feel like you don't want to get into it.
Why you say that?
Because you seem like you wanted to move on really, really quick.
I just say Young Thug, he had his era. You know what I'm saying? He had an era that he came up in, and obviously we thought a lot of things about Young Thug. So
did we? Or we knew for sure?
I don't know. It's to be determined.
Okay.
Honestly.
All right.
Yeah.
So I know we have several. One gotta go. But since we on the subject of Young Thug, one gotta go.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Young Thug, Rich Homie Quan, T.I., or Ludacris? Young Thug, Rich Homie Quan, T.I., or Ludacris?
Dang.
Young Thug, chat. Let us know in the chat who gotta go. Young Thug, Rich Homie Quan, T.I., or Luda?
Dang. All right. Rest in peace, my boy.
Oh man, they already telling us in the chat. No, you can't look. We
No,
want
I
your
knew.
answer.
I knew.
So who?
That's why I said rest in peace, my boy. Rich Homie Quan, he gotta go. His catalog don't hold up. I love him. Real nice dude. But compared to the work that Young Thug actually put in, T.I. and Ludacris.
Somebody said Thugger gotta go.
I'm not against that either. But I'm saying, like, the catalog.
So who clearly can stay?
T.I. and Ludacris.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
That bag is deep.
Real deep.
Yeah.
You can look me in my eyes, see I'm
ready for whatever, anything. Don't kill me and make me better.
Hey.
Ain't dead, nigga. You can take the fame in a.
Oh, he rapping this morning, y'all. He in his bag this morning.
Come on.
You ain't topping my singing, though. You know that, right?
What you want to do?
What you want to do?
What you want to do?
It's Friday. What? Hey.
What? Name a song. Name a song. I'm there.
What song y'all want me to sing?
Name a song.
Chat, tell me what y'all want me to sing today.
Come on. Candace said, I'll go. What you mean?
You go.
Dang.
Go well.
Why you leaving?
She ain't even in the category. She said
She done put herself in there. Gee. All right, since we playing One Gotta Go, we got to play this one.
Okay.
Dance Music Edition.
I was hoping you was going to play like a little song first and then we're going to come back to it. But okay, let's go.
Okay, hold on. That's a bet.
We're going on a music break?
We're going on a music break.
All right.
This is what we're going to do.
He finna turn us up.
This is what we're going to do.
This is my type of morning.
Come on. Hold on. There's so many choices. There's so many choices.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to play an upcoming artist.
Upcoming?
It's so many good choices, man.
Okay.
You going to like them.
Okay.
You going to like them. All right. So, shout out to my boys. Rory and Richie. Billy Sheen. YK, Mississippi Stand Up. I'm going to play that boy Runway. Then we're going to come back. I'm going to get into it. Sound good?
I guess.
Okay. Or would you rather have Rocco this morning?
Rocco. That's
Come on.
Come on,
Okay.
But wait, was the other artist like reggae-ish or?
No.
Oh, well, you go Rocco.
Dang. All right. I'm still going to play y'all later. Roy and Rich, Billy Sheen, and YK, okay.
Are they in the chat?
They're not in the chat.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Big homie Piss is.
Hey.
Which I'll play him later too.
Yeah, we got you.
Okay. We're going to stay turned. We got to get this money on. Stay plugged in. Okay. We are back. The Morning Aux. I'm DJ I Am O'Neal.
And I am your favorite girl in the world, Nicole Sade. And you are now plugged into the Morning Aux.
Come on now. Y'all better stay plugged in. And also for you independent artists out there, if you would like your song to be played on the air, come on now, go to themorningox.com. There is a submission button. Submit your song so that way we could play your song on the air, and the chat will also tell us and y'all, how they feel about it. How about that?
Because I'm definitely going to tell you how I feel.
Okay, say no more. As you should. As you should.
Nah, because you be trying to beat around the bush and sugarcoat with these folks. I don't do that.
You think I do that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, look.
We love the music.
I'm going to start a song. I'm going to start throwing a little salt in there.
Don't throw salt. Because they might throw some dirt.
Throw a little salt in there? Okay.
Don't do it.
Do y'all put... All right, so let's get to the one that got to go.
Shout out to Rocco, man. That's a good morning song. That's actually I have this morning playlist, and he's definitely on it. That song is for sure on there.
You got to get up to it.
I don't have to, but that's an option.
Okay.
I mean, I had a whole playlist.
Oh.
Yeah.
If y'all want to hear Nicole's playlist, go on her Instagram, DM her, say be like, where that playlist at? Where that? Drop it in the comments if y'all want to see her playlist right now.
You gotta have Apple Music.
Yeah, you gotta have Apple Music.
Yep. I'll share it with you. I don't mind sharing with strangers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She ain't gonna get kicked. All right, so Dance Music Edition, one gotta go. Usher? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sierra, 1-2 step. Nelly, Hot in Here.
Her.
Or her. My bad. Shout out to St. Louis. Or Sean Paul, Temperature. One gotta go.
You know how Temperature go?
We be burning. No, that's
We Be Burning.
That is actually wrong song. God damn. Shoot. How it go?
Oh, don't worry. I'll tell you. But Sierra gotta go.
Sierra gotta go?
Out of all these songs, 1-2 step gotta go. And I like 1-2 step, but
all of them get played.
Now, if they had goodies on this list.
Not goodies would have. It would have gone? Oh, it would have stayed. Oh. My goodness. Now my goodness. Ow.
Woo! Somebody that goodness do something to you.
That just turned you up, didn't it?
1 2 step gotta go.
1 2 step gotta go.
1 2 step gotta go.
Okay. Chat, what y'all think? 1 2 step. Yeah. Hot in here. Or Temperature by Sean Paul.
Temperature.
That's crazy.
I can't. Let me look at this chat for myself because I can't believe it.
It is 100% Temperature. You seen me? I broke out and we be burning.
Hold on.
What nobody wanna say.
Let me look at this.
Give me the light. See, I'm saying every song but that. I like them other songs versus Temperature.
Y'all tripping.
I like how y'all did that, John, too. Put it in the poll, put that poll in there. I didn't even know you could do that. Come on, y'all. Shout out to the producers.
We be burning, I'm concerned with nobody.
How long we got on the end of the poll?
Okay. So who won?
Temperature. It's got to go. Yep. It's out of here. Next, we have the classic era edition. 1960s Motown, James Brown and Aretha Franklin.
Okay.
1970s disco, funk, soul, Earth, Wind and Fire, Stevie Wonder, Donna Summer. 1980s Prince, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston. 1990s R&B and hip hop golden age, TLC, Tupac, Lauryn Hill, and Brandy. What you think?
Bye, 1960s.
Respect.
I could do without Motown, James Brown, and Aretha Franklin. But Earth, Wind and Fire, Stevie Wonder, gotta stay. Michael Jackson and Prince,
gotta stay.
Gotta stay. Because Tupac in that category and Lauryn Hill,
gotta stay.
Gotta stay. I don't really care for Brandy for real. She all right. TLC,
What?
I like a little red light special, but
sitting up in my room.
You sound just like a
yo.
A mess. Nah.
Who you think singing better than Brandy though? Don't you say no Pleasure P. Then we got to break this show up.
Now, why would I say that?
Okay,
why would I say Pleasure P sound better than Brandy?
Who's sounding better than Brandy though?
Ray J. No,
Cap.
I'm just playing.
Cap.
But you know what though? That Monica and Brandy era was crazy. And me personally, Monica sounds better.
Yeah, you a problem. Hey y'all, I need a new co-host.
Sing another Brandy song.
I need a co-host.
Sing another Brandy song. Sing another Brandy song.
Sing another Brandy song?
Mm-hmm. Because I bet you don't know that. You don't know nothing about Full Moon.
Yeah, I do.
Sing it.
Now, do I know the words?
Sing it.
Probably not.
You don't,
okay.
You don't know nothing about that Chris Brown song she did.
I know the rhythm. I don't know the words.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it down. You gonna fall in love. I'm gonna put it down. You gonna fall in love.
Okay. What else you know?
It's a lot of Brandy songs.
What the chat saying? Is the chat voting?
Have you ever loved somebody sleeping night? Have you ever? You ain't never heard that?
Yes, I've heard it.
Say no more.
What the chat saying?
Crazy.
Hey, our producer said y'all over there tripping. That's because I just voted. They said y'all tripping, y'all. If I knew who was voting and what, I would call them out, but I can't tell who's voting what. So I think y'all should tell us in the chat. I think y'all should tell us in the chat who you voted for.
I agree with you about being in the 1960s. Unfortunately, I love Motown.
Why?
I love Motown.
Why do you love Motown?
Temptations, Smokey Robinson.
Oh, I'm happy that you brought that up.
Come on.
Because
you got an update or something?
No. I have a question for you.
Ooh.
And for the chat.
David Ruffin.
I'm happy you brought the temptation up. Now, what's something that you grew up believing and found out it wasn't real as an adult? Y'all know where I'm going with this?
The 5
Do
heartbeats.
you know where I'm going with this? Do you know where I'm going with this?
Golly, you brought me back.
Okay, come on.
5 heartbeats.
That's
5
obvious.
heartbeats.
The 5 heartbeats was not real, and I thought it was all my life. But I actually liked it better than the Temptations.
Really?
I did.
What song? What song hit you?
When the girl was like,
I
don't want to do it. I was finna do it. But when the girl was in the
heart, love,
and I learned.
You gotta grab the mic.
You gotta know the words too. If you're gonna be grabbing the mic like
I'm preachable.
that.
I'm preachable. I come out of the back. Come out of the back.
Oh. All right. So besides the 5 heartbeats,
okay.
what else?
Want
me give you mine?
I got one you probably wouldn't even think.
I got one.
Go.
Barney.
That's crazy. I was a big Barney fan.
Yeah, he was not a real thing.
That's crazy. He was real to me.
Right. Barney was not real, you guys.
Do you
I got another one.
Do you know Steve Harvey's group on his show?
I don't remember that show for real.
Okay.
It was a group on there?
Yeah. He had a group on there with Cedric and, a few more people. He had a song on there. When the funk hit the fan, all the people want to dance. Come on, get with me.
Mr. Potato Head.
Get with me.
Okay.
That song was bumping.
Were you ever told as a child, if you swallowed gum, that it would stay in your system for 7 years?
Yeah. Is that true?
No, it's not true.
It ain't.
Apparently not, but I still don't swallow gum to this day.
I
thought that.
I recently found out that sugar actually don't make you hype.
What does it do?
It's like a placebo effect. Yeah.
Y'all knew that? Okay.
I recently found it out. Now I was like, how does the lady that was telling me about it? She's a science major, so she was like, it's a placebo effect.
What do you think about leprechauns?
What do I think about them?
Are they real?
I can't determine that.
What about mermaids?
Studies show that they were real. I guess. Do dinosaurs exist? Are we talking about this now?
At some point, dinosaurs did exist.
Okay. What about caveman?
What about pirates?
Shiver me timbers. Next question. All right, so let's move forward. Round 3, award shows edition. The Grammys, the BET Awards, the CMAs, or the Oscars. One got to go.
The CMAs.
Okay.
What you think?
I'm in between the CMAs and the Oscars for sure.
Okay. Chat.
What y'all think?
Chat.
Since I'm gonna say the CMAs and I'm gonna tell the reason why I'm saying that, because the Palm people took country music from us and they tried to claim it as theirs, and then once black people like Darius Rucker and now Beyonce has a country.
How do you feel about that?
What?
I don't even feel like that's country.
What? Beyonce?
No, it's like
she has country essence.
She did that to get the award, but
I don't think she did it for the award.
What would she do it for?
I think she just did it because that's a part of our history, as well as blues, as well as rock, as well as all the genres. if we being really for real, and while we at it, I'm gonna update y'all on Elvis.
Okay, because you got some big beef with this man.
I ain't got no beef.
Okay.
I just had beef with the fact that he didn't claim Mississippi and also dated that little girl. I ain't like that.
So what's the update?
So the update is, so the reason why he didn't claim Tupelo as a place that he was from. Mm-hmm. So I was recently updated by my auntie, who has been watching the show. Shout out to my auntie. What's up, auntie? So she recently told me that the reason why that he ended up not claiming Mississippi was because his family was considered poor, and they were living on the other side of the tracks in the projects, and white people, palm people, were basically writing them off. You know what I'm saying? Because of certain situations.
Okay.
And allegedly, he was. I have to watch the movie. There is a movie that basically exposes all of this and says about how Elvis only was he loved being around black people, is what he said. Allegedly. But the reason why a lot of things turned around for him was because he said the only thing I can get from a black person is a shoe shine from on my blue suede shoes from a black person, which is why a lot of people turned their backs on him.
Exactly.
But
because I'm just good to clean your shoes.
Right. So that's
I clean them all right.
And allegedly, that was
they should have took your shoes.
He allegedly they made him say that. Otherwise, he was led to drugs and all that kind of stuff.
They can't make you say nothing.
So
you want
that's why I
say
said
that.
Allegedly.
Tell the dead how you feel.
You're still wrong. Nah, he's still wrong for dating that little girl.
Did they make you do that too?
You see my point?
Now I'm talking to you.
Uh-oh.
Did they make you do that too? Because you ain't had no business talking to that underage gal. You knew better.
They called them gals back in the day, so you right on point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's a comment that we missed during the time we was talking about Brandy and Monica. Mama Daniel said Adina Howard was out during that time too.
Ooh.
I don't remember that, but I know who Adina is. She was a nasty young gal.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah. I agree.
She was up there with Didi now.
Ooh.
No, I'm just playing.
No, she went over there. She went over there with Diddy now.
Well,
he did have a few things going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about something else.
Come on.
It's Friday. We're going into the weekend. It's the end of the week.
Woo-wee.
So I want to talk about the mess, the stress, and the chaos that happened to you this week.
Me? Mm-hmm. I have mess and stress.
Did you?
And chaos.
Did you?
I can't think. Remind me.
I don't know.
I'm
asking.
Okay.
If this is the case, tell us about it.
I don't know. I don't really find myself stressing about a lot of stuff. Honestly. Chaos. Probably not that much chaos this week, but I would say the most chaos I would have is just kind of like preparing for the weekend.
All the weddings and stuff.
Yeah. Tomorrow I have a loaded day, so I got to do a grand opening in the morning from 7 to 12.
Okay.
Then leave there. Mm-hmm. Then I have to do a wedding later on that day.
Okay.
So
booked and busy.
Yeah.
We love to see you.
A little something like that.
So you get another check next Friday.
Probably, next Wednesday.
Breakfast on DJ O'Neal.
Come on. I might bring some donuts in.
Oh, we like donuts.
Yeah. What's your favorite donut?
Just regular glaze. I don't have to have the sprinkles, the chocolate, nothing chocolate. Just regular glaze.
Regular glaze.
Not from Krispy Kreme from East Lake though.
Where is East Lake?
Okay, don't worry about it. Since you don't know where it is, I know you don't go over there.
I'm right here.
Because they was in the news recently.
Oh.
Not like, local news channel, but Facebook news, and them folks was like, do not go over there. They got roaches.
Oh, we don't want no roaches.
Yeah.
Now, if it was Waffle House.
Oh, you would take a roach from a Waffle House?
No, I don't want to take the roach.
Oh,
nowhere.
okay.
I don't want to take him nowhere.
I was about to say, Waffle House that good, you will eat a roach?
No, I'm just saying, like, the best time to eat Waffle House is at night, obviously. But I got to get my order taken by a lady with missing teeth.
Oh, no. Okay, moving on.
And the cook got to be coming straight in off his cigarette break. Yeah.
He ain't got to wash his hands, just put the gloves on.
No. Wash them hands. I don't need that extra salt. I don't need none of that extra seasoning. Wash them hands.
Okay.
But I know the food gonna be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for me, it's not really mess, stress, or chaos, but I did want to touch on something that kind of happened, and I want you to tell me your opinion about it.
Okay.
So remember our lunch party, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to make sure I was inviting people that work in media and, that could be supportive, that's out in the community, that's doing good things. So I invited a colleague that I usually see out in media. They had a podcast. I originally met him because he had a podcast, and I took a few of my clients on their podcast.
Okay.
Invited him, and I could tell that he had been drinking before he came, and he did tell me he was barbecuing and stuff like that before he came too. So, to still come to our event, I was like, that's pretty cool. Let me finish. And so
I think I know who you're talking about.
When we took a picture, his hand landed a little too close to where it should have been. But when it first landed, I was like, and he quickly moved it up. So it was like a quick land but move up. But a picture was taken.
Okay.
But other pictures were taken too where your hand is not that far down.
Mm.
So I get a notification. He tagged us. Congratulations on Lunch in the Morning Aux and all this kind of stuff. But he posted a picture with me and him. And guess which one he posted?
The one with his hand.
The one with his hand a little too far down. Moving too fast, I approved the tag. And then I realized people was clicking like on it, but I didn't realize that I actually approved the tag until I got a few text messages like, who is this nigga?
Yeah.
And I was like,
let me ask you something.
Wait, let me finish.
Okay.
So if I check you at the party, because first of all, we don't do that. We don't do that. Then you turn around and post the picture, and I said something again. Do you know to this day he still haven't taken that picture down?
Yeah, you gotta report that.
Well, and it's getting likes and stuff like that, and I'm sure a lot of people question it. And it's not something that I feel like I need to clear up because I ain't clearing up no rumors. But that could possibly start chaos and mess in other areas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not on my page anymore. I did untag myself, but I said, out of all pictures, why you posted? Oh, I didn't even realize it. Okay, but now that you realize it, you don't want to change it?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't ever want you to be comfortable with making sure that your hand laying there again.
Yeah.
But because it happens. Sometimes it'll land, but you adjust. I am a little shorter compared to others, and I'm not saying it's an excuse.
Okay, that eliminates who I thought it was then.
Well, who you thought it was?
I thought it was Buddy in the suit.
Who had on the suit?
That boy. Yeah.
Who had on the suit?
It was a nice suit.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that was my story. Who had on the suit?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you later.
Text it to me.
That's bad. All right, so it is time to guess the artist in the picture. You ready?
No, I thought you was gonna do it this time because y'all tried to trip me up last time with Stevie Wonder.
All right.
Knowing doggone well that didn't look like no Stevie Wonder.
I can do this.
Okay. All right. So it's gonna be your turn.
All right.
Ooh, I know you ain't gonna get it right.
Producers, y'all ready? Yes, sir, we are. All right.
All right, chat. So we playing another game. Y'all and DJ O'Neal have to guess who these people are.
I'm ready.
You really not.
All right.
You think you are.
Okay.
But you're really not.
Let's run it.
All right. First person that's playing the drums, who that be?
Questlove.
He got it right?
Damn,
I'm just playing.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right, chat. Let us know who it is, even though he gave you the answer already. But we're gonna move on. The person up under him.
Okay.
Who was that?
Doja Cat.
No, under him. You got to look at what we looking at on. No. You got to look at it from this point, like this.
Oh, okay. On the screen.
Okay. Who is holding the award with the CBS background?
Leon Thomas.
Okay. Who is that in the middle? Wrong answers only.
How you gonna switch it up like that?
Who is it?
If wrong answers only.
Okay. Right answer.
Okay. Ice Spice.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Who was that at the top?
Doja Cat.
And who was that at the bottom?
Sly Stone. That boy good, ain't it?
Is that who that is?
Mm-hmm. He just recently passed away.
Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had him all wrong.
Yeah.
Don't worry about who I thought it was. It don't matter. Don't worry about who I thought it was.
Don't worry about who you thought it was. I'm Rick James. Letting you know. And for the girl in the back.
All right, so we have a highlight today. We have an artist highlight, and the artist highlight is her.
Okay.
H-E-R, her. She is a multi-instrumentalist. She's a singer. She's a songwriter whose music speaks truth and soul. Truth and soul.
Mm-hmm.
Can you agree?
I agree.
Truth and soul?
Mm-hmm.
All right, then. All right, so did you know that her won an Academy Award for Best Original Song, which is Fight For You, from Judas and the Black Messiah?
I didn't know that.
Me neither. We learn something new every day.
Yeah.
And she has already picked up 5 Grammy Awards, all before turning the age of 25. That is amazing. Shout out to the black artist. Female artist at that.
Can I add something to that? You know, she had her first appearance on Apollo.
Mm-hmm. As a child.
Yep.
She was singing.
Yep.
She was singing.
Blowing them out the
Me
water.
and her neck and neck.
You and her?
Yeah.
When you say you and her, are you talking about like you and another woman, or
me and her when it comes to singing?
You like the her
the singer.
Artist.
Me and her neck and neck when it comes to you trying to play this game. You trying to blemish my image.
You talking about,
and you trying to discredit my talent.
You know her real name Gabby, so like you talking about Gabby. I just want to be sure.
What's your favorite song from her?
We Made It, my song. I like Best Part too. I like Best Part.
Okay. So those are some essential songs. If y'all don't know who we talking about, we are talking about the very artist that made the song Damage. Best Part featuring Daniel Caesar, Heart Plays, Focus. They left off one of my favorite songs.
Which is?
Come Through.
Hey.
With Chris Brown.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I like that song she had with YG too.
Slide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That joint's tough.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we can move on. Or is this a song break?
It's a song break.
Okay.
I'm going to highlight an artist, that I've already talked about earlier. Roy Richie, Billy Sheen, and YKOK. We're going to get them going on the runway real quick. And we're going to pay some bills. We're going to come back. Y'all stay plugged in now.
Send us some breakfast.
Come on. Send some breakfast over here. I like Waffle House. My order is patty melt, hash browns, fruit punch. Make sure you put the onions on there. Gotcha. All right. Let's go get into this music break, y'all. We're going to get to it. Y'all stay plugged in.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying plugged in with the Morning Aux, powered by RJV Media Lab. Who was that on that last song?
That was Roy Richie, Billy Sheen, and YKOK. And as a matter of fact, any independent artist that is interested in being played on the show, please go to themorningaux.com, submit your song, and you'll be played. Come on. Stay plugged in now.
Okay. You got to be plugged in now. You got to be subscribed. You got to be following. You got to be all that good stuff in order for us to play your music. And at some point, we want to bring you into the studio, or you can call in and we can interview you and we can talk about your music, any upcoming projects, and the things that you're doing out in the community. Okay?
Come on.
All right. Okay, so we're going to move on. It's almost time to wrap up our show, but I did want to ask a few questions.
What you got?
All right, so there's this receipt that I want y'all to look at.
Okay.
We're going to wait on production to put this receipt up.
Okay.
All right, so chat, make sure you're looking, and I want you to look at the total and the individual items that are purchased on this receipt, okay? Now, I want to give you a scenario, and I want you to tell me what you would do. If you go out to eat with 4 other people and this bill come out, are you going to split this bill with 4 people, or are you only going to pay for your Caesar salad and the one cocktail that you purchased?
First of all,
You see it?
I see it. That's
What
all.
you doing?
I'm definitely.
Y'all splitting the bill?
I'm splitting that bill.
You splitting the bill, or you going to pay for your one Caesar salad or the one drink that you ordered?
Let me get that Caesar salad and that one drink on one separate ticket, please.
Oh, okay. Because why was it all on one ticket? I don't know. Okay, Brandon said he's splitting the bill for sure. Brandon got some money.
He's splitting the bill because he want to keep his money.
Friends.
He want to keep his money. Understandable. 884. How much is it?
Brandon, do you see this ticket? And you only ordered one salad.
That's a lot of money.
And one drink.
That's somebody rent.
You splitting $884 with 4 people?
That's somebody rent.
Brandon.
Car note.
Brandon.
Brandon.
You better than me. Because I'm leaving my money on the table and I'm walking up out of there.
Come on. Up out of there.
He said, oh, nah. He had to read it again. So, you not splitting it?
I'm not splitting it. Give me my Caesar salad.
Because I came here intentionally to eat healthy.
Yeah.
I came to eat some grass.
First of all, I'm going back.
You want me to split $888?
Yeah. Give me my plant.
Yeah. Little dressing.
And my
You
bourbon.
don't even want a lot of dressing. If you're going to charge me extra.
Yeah, give me my plant and my bourbon.
As a matter of fact, drinking an alcohol beverage with a salad, give me water.
It's wild, ain't it?
Let me get some water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's wild.
Yep.
Okay.
Chat. Let us know what y'all gonna do.
What y'all are doing?
Now, okay.
Y'all gonna let it ride?
No. I got a question.
Ride.
What if it's for one of your closest friends' birthday? And,
If it's my
and the rest of your friends are like really, really close too. You split.
I'm not paying for them. I'm not paying for them. It's my friend's birthday.
You paying for your friend?
I'm paying for my friend. It's his birthday now. Or
okay.
Yeah. I ain't paying for everybody now. Y'all came here because y'all had money, right? All right now. Where my camera at? Y'all came here because y'all had money, right?
They ordering like they got some money.
Don't come in here trying to get a juicy steak the size of my back and tell us we finna feast.
The size of your back?
Yeah. We finna feast.
What size is your back?
It's pretty big. Big back.
Wow.
Big back energy.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't come in here telling us we finna feast. We finna feast, big dog.
Big dog is crazy.
We finna feast. And then you tell us, all right, I'll see y'all later. Where you going? Pay for that. You gotta pay for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We gotta move on because we gotta do our giveaway.
Say no more.
All right. But before we do are we ready to do our giveaway? Or do we need to wait? We ready? Well,
Okay.
who is the winners?
Yeah.
Let's announce these winners before we get up out of here.
Yeah, let's announce the winners. And while we waiting for the winners, shout out to all the fathers. It's gonna be Father's Day this weekend.
Happy Father's Day to the real ones.
I need all the restaurants to be full. I need to see full highways trying to get there to celebrate.
Baskets on the side of the road.
All their fathers. Yeah, I need to see some baskets.
Yeah, I need to bust down Bath and Body Works in the men's section.
I don't need to see no ties, no socks. Being
Heavy
given
on,
to
y'all definitely getting some socks. They definitely gonna get a pack of drawers.
Look,
Underwear, I'm sorry.
Let it be included though into what? Like get a watch.
So what's a good Father's Day gift?
A watch. My daddy like watches.
What kind of watch?
He just like nice watches, luxury watches.
The brand don't matter.
Yeah,
it does.
I suppose it got to be a nice watch.
So what's a nice watch? What brand?
I don't think he made it to the Rolex era yet, but I'm sure he wouldn't, turn it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I do want to encourage one thing.
What?
Since it's Father's Day, ladies, if your baby daddy is not married to another woman, spin the block.
Run that by me one more time.
If your baby daddy is not married,
okay,
spin the block. Make him feel good for Father's Day. I'm not saying sex, but send him a gift. Take him out to eat. Something.
Okay.
You never know. It may become something.
It might.
He might have a ring for you.
Come on.
You never know.
What? I don't know.
Never know.
I don't know about the ring part, but
You never know.
He might make her feel special.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
so we got our winners. Y'all ready? That's my symbol.
Okay.
Tasana, Taylor B, y'all are the winners today.
Woo!
Come on.
Shout out to Tasana and Taylor, 2 T's.
Come on, 2 T's.
Look at that. On a Friday.
Y'all go to the Morning Aux live on Instagram. Send us a little inbox. We'll get your information. I'm going to push it out like that.
Like that?
Like that.
Okay.
All
right.
Because I want to end the show with a little mix. It's Friday. I want you to get your remarks in. Because we almost out of here. It's been a good show. What you got to say for the people? If you ain't got nothing to say, I got something to say.
Well, actually, since we're coming up on Father's Day,
oh Lord.
No, for real. If you got a good daddy in your life, tell him thank you today.
Come on.
Don't wait until Sunday. Tell him today. Tell him every day how much you appreciate him and how much you love him. And if Father's Day is hard for you, we're sending you love and peace.
And so, no, I'm just kidding.
But give yourself some grace. Give yourself some flowers and give yourself room to feel all of that you're going to feel for this holiday.
I like that. You snapped in?
Did I?
Pound it. Yeah. All right, so I got something for everybody. I like to give my little closing remarks.
Okay.
Who I think I am, Steve Harvey. So your future self is watching. What you do today will speak for tomorrow. It doesn't have to be perfect, just intentional. Move with faith, execute with discipline, and let your actions set the tone. You got the opportunity, now watch it with effort.
That's all you got for us?
That's all I got.
Well, all right, beautiful people. Thank you for tuning in again to the Morning Aux. We will be here, same place, same time, Monday, Wednesday, and next Friday, and here on YouTube. So, we're powered by RJV Media Lab, and we would like for you to follow us, subscribe to us, all social media platforms, Morning Aux Live. You know where to be on YouTube because you're already here. Tell a friend, tell them to come on over. They need to be here. The best morning show there is live and local. And artists, don't forget to submit your music to us. Go to our website, themorningox.com. I am your favorite girl in the world, Nicole Sade.
And I'm your boy DJ I Am O'Neal. And this is the Morning Aux. Y'all stay plugged in. Hey. All right, girl, you know what I'm saying. All right, let's get into this mix, y'all. Enjoy your weekends. Y'all be safe. And make sure you tell somebody you love them. You dig that?